done it yet. Somebody say something. I just gotta talk about it because it needs to be talked about. I don't even know why they've done it yet.
Just gotta make sure we talk. All right. It's Jamarcus J. Water Newton and Mr. Plain Imagination. Believe in what you want to be. JVE-Films, visuals with a purpose. I've been going through a identity crisis. Listen.
Well, tell us about it.
Yeah, that's it. I got 2 companies with 2 different slogans, and I'm just one person.
Oh, okay.
So, in reality, I moved out. We got a new location. At least I'm not in my mother's house. It's almost like I came to America. That's what moving out of my mother's house feels like.
Yay! I'm proud of you.
My very special lady friend is going to be my co-host, so...
Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Natalie NatRose in the house.
Anybody know, I don't mind rambling, but we'll go straight to the point. Because of the culture, we're doing the Coming to America 2 review improv. We watched the movie last night.
Yes, we did. I thought it was pretty good, you know?
It's a good movie.
No, everybody was saying that they didn't like it. They gave mixed reviews. You had a lot of people saying either they liked it or they hated it.
The reviews are half and half.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was decent for a remake that took like, what, 30 years to make over?
Well, that's the time that made it worth it.
Yeah, some remakes do not be good, but we're going to talk about this one. We're going to talk about that one. So. Okay, so the intro, how you felt about that?
What's the intro? Just the
animals
opening?
I really forgot. Like,
first of all,
think about
just the nerd in me think it's just film cinematography wise.
Okay.
Great.
So you enjoyed that part?
It was high def, you know. I didn't even know Amazon had a studio.
Yeah.
It was high def. Paid Rick Ross. What, how much? Or something like $1 million to go to his mansion.
I don't know. I need a mansion so they can film in my house.
You know, there was one scene when she told me the elephant looked fake.
Yeah, it did look fake, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I thought
so. Like coming into it though, the intro, it was like, it was good. They kind of took you back to like where they explained where Prince Hakeem was gonna come into being the king after his dad passed away. And from what I can remember, because we watched it like last night, but from what I can remember, you know, the father was getting ready to pass away, and he wanted, he knew that his son didn't have a son, and so he wasn't gonna have nobody to pass his throne on to. But then it was like, it was crazy because the king knew he was about to die. Of course, the mom wasn't there because she had passed on.
What's that man's name? Michael Eric, the guy who plays Mufasa.
Yeah, him.
The original.
What's his name for real? What was his?
It's Eric. So
no, it wasn't Michael Eric Dobson.
It's not. Who was that?
No, that was oh my gosh, we should have wrote this down. James Earl Jones. That's who it was. James Earl Jones played the dad. Of course, he was the dad in the original movie. They had a lot of original people though. So he was getting ready to pass away. He was like, I want the funeral, you know, I want this funeral. I thought that was cool because he was like, I want a funeral where I'm alive and I can see how people feel about me. That's how you go out
when you pimping. When you a king, you have a funeral while you alive and die mid-funeral.
Exactly. So he decided to die in the middle of his funeral. He said, well, I'm about to die right now. And he just basically...
Right after you bring out Salt and Pepper for a remix.
Exactly. Gladys Knight, he died during the part where Gladys Knight was singing.
You bring out In Vogue to have a funeral.
Let's talk about my girls In Vogue. Yeah. Salt and Pepper and Gladys Knight. They are classic. They are legends all in themselves, first of all. A lot of these people in this movie were legends in the game. They only had a few newcomers, but They had been there for a while, but their performance was on point. Salt and Pepper sound good. In Vogue sound amazing. Gladys Knight, of course, she's a legendary queen. So she sound amazing. I knew she was gonna come out blazing though. But she just did that thing with The Masked Singer. She won that.
Oh, really?
And she did, yeah, she was excellent on that show.
Gladys Knight.
And she did it with Patti LaBelle, the Versus. They did great on that. I enjoyed that. And all the little stories and stuff.
I had a ton of celebrities.
So, anyway, that was on a little piece though. Gladys Knight and them made a little appearance in there. And I thought Leslie Jones, as an actress, she did pretty good. She was funny at some points, and you know, of course, my boy Tracy Morgan, he always funny to me. I love him ever since he was on Martin as Hustle Man. I was like, yo, this is my boy right here, Tracy Morgan, bringing the fire. He bringing the funny, of course. And the guy that played the son, the bastard son, as they call him.
Who he from?
I don't know. He's new.
I had never seen him before.
Well, I never seen him before.
Probably.
He was pretty good. He was funny.
Videos.
He was funny. Even though Tiana Taylor was in there, she really didn't have too many speaking parts.
I'm a bastard child too.
Anyway.
No, yes.
Yeah, according to the Bible. Okay.
I'm a bastard child.
Yeah. So, so they had, you know, some funny parts.
You're not alone.
They went back and explained it. Yeah, you're not alone. They went back and explained how the son, you know, came into.
Question of the day. Have you ever been so high and drunk that you didn't remember having sex? Have you?
Yeah, I wish I would.
Man, just sometimes your friends are worse than your enemies. If your friend gets you that high, you like, I had sex.
Well, okay, so this what happened. What's the guy, Lord, Simi? Simi, they knew they was trying to find a wife for the prince, and Simi wanted, I guess, to get him some that night, and he,
first of all,
went and talked to these girls. Yeah, he went and talked to these girls, and they kind of meshed it in,
when they
looking like
the two movies.
It looked like they were actually there that night where they went back to the old movie. So you see how they did it. That was neat. I like that part. Well, they went back, they did the flashback, and they had Leslie Jones and her friend there. And Leslie ended up getting the prince high, Hakeem.
Yeah.
And that's how all that happened. He didn't even remember what happened until he went back and had to really, really remember. And he remembered that she got him high, which is kind of almost like rape.
Nah, man, look.
He ain't consider that.
Man, you know.
Well, we can't really say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's.
But you know, he didn't really consent to that, so I don't know how I feel about that part.
Don't think too much about it.
Nah, that was like, I don't know how I felt about that part.
Apparently, but he has 3 beautiful daughters, right? The oldest daughter, middle child, the youngest daughter. 3 very beautiful, capable daughters. They open up with the most incredible Wakanda fight scene ever. It was a good fight scene to me.
Y'all remember, like in the first movie, Hakeem had to learn how to fight with the sticks.
But the girls.
So they had the girls fighting with the sticks with the dad. So that was cool. Then, what was another part I liked?
A couple years back, the most beautiful dark skinned girl ever. Like, skin complexion was amazing. Amazing.
Anyway,
she was pretty. She was pretty. Okay. They were all pretty. The thing is, apparently,
too young for you to be looking at.
Not the oldest one.
I don't know how old that girl is.
But the point is, if you don't have a son, you can't have an heir. So 3 beautiful daughters, and it was like, no, I gotta get a son.
Yeah. So
that's the plot of the movie.
He went and searched for the son, but see, he
went back to America to get his son.
He had a little ulterior motive because he knew the guy, Wesley Snipes.
Wanted to take over his kid. It was Wesley Snipes, who has the greatest pimp walk ever.
I don't know.
Greatest walk-in entrance ever.
Baby, the way he came up in there.
That's how I'm gonna walk into every room. all year long.
You need your own little walk, cause that no. Please don't.
Man, listen. I never thought I'd see Wesley Snipes with braids though.
Child, and it was looking janky. It looked like Tyler Perry did that.
Oh man.
It was on Tyler Perry's lot though.
Oh.
Cause you know Tyler Perry always give them janky wigs and stuff. Anyway, so it was on. They filmed it on Tyler Perry and them lot.
Did they?
At the same time they filmed Bad Boys, yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway, back to the movie.
Perry got it going on there.
I think my favorite. What was your favorite part of the movie?
I mean, the fact that it was a funny movie though.
Well,
Great
I'm
little cast.
always
Like the fact that they kept calling him a bastard child. He never throughout the whole movie.
I think my favorite part, of course, I'm always corny and a sucker for romance. So I like it when it was kind of predictable though, but I liked it when he realized he fell for the barber.
He fell for the masseuse. So she
wasn't a masseuse. She was the barber.
So when they came to get him from America, when they got him and his mom's, because he was not coming without his mom.
Yeah.
Ghetto Queens family.
Yeah.
He blended in great with the Zimbabwe. Is that it? With Zamunda African traditions. Fell in love with his hairstylist, who gave him a rat ponytail.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get.
That was a tradition.
I'm gonna get one. My little cousin got one. He's still like a little toddler. He really has. Seriously.
Yeah, well, we not gonna get no rat ponytails. We gonna leave that in the 90s.
You know?
Yeah, it was.
Turns out it was a clip-on.
It was cool back in the 90s, but you know.
Plot of the movie. He fell in love with her.
Yeah.
But he was promised to be wed to the other woman from the other kingdom.
Yeah, see, that's where the king,
but he was mad.
That's where Prince had messed him up, because he was like trying not to start a war with the other guy Wesley Snipes played.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to marry his sister.
You know, bark like a dog lady.
The one that was Vanessa Bell Calloway played, but she was barking like a dog.
How come she's still barking like a dog in the beginning of part 2?
That was crazy. Like,
all he said was, man, look, you messed my sister up for life.
Exactly. What? That was crazy. And so I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That's my sister.
But what was my favorite line? Because it was a line. And I was like, yo, that could be a classic line. Because in Coming to America, the first one, you got some classic lines in there. So that, with the soul glow and doggone, just let your soul.
I think the reason people didn't like it, because they just used to stuff like how you used to high budget movies.
Yeah.
In 88, that was the highest budget movie before, especially
I think
African
the first
theme.
one, though, to be honest, not to cut you off.
I was born in 1988.
Yeah, but I was born in 83.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna tell you something.
What? I was born in 88.
What? So it was like the movies back in the day had classic lines. You bring up some stuff from Color Purple, you can remember the lines right off the bat. You bring up
people think
you bring up different
80s
movies
better.
Back then. You can remember some lines like Life and just different.
So what's your favorite part, man? So we can be rambling through.
Anyway, because I can get a rambling too. Okay, so my favorite part, like I said, was when the new Prince realized that he was in love with the
Because he's a sucker for love. That's what happened. So he's more like his dad than he realized. Instead of being proposed to his wedded bride, Wesley Snipes' youngest daughter? What was his daughter?
Yeah, his daughter.
Yeah. After Eddie Murphy blew off his sister, he goes all the way to Queens to get married. They decide, no, this is not right. She wants to get married in her home in the palace. Because every girl wants to get married in a palace.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? I want to get married in the church, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Palace.
What was it? Oh, yeah. It was another scene that I like.
That's the plot of the movie, people.
Pretty much. I like the part where he had to cut the cat whiskers.
That was very dangerous. Smart. Yeah.
It was.
No full grown lion will eat cat food in real life, but that's how you cut the hairs off his whiskers. That was his last test to prove he could be king. He had to learn about their history.
Yeah.
His girlfriend told him, "Hey, just do it your way."
Yeah, I like the fact that she was
That's what my woman told me too. Just do it your way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
He looked.
Cause I like the fact that she was encouraging him, and he was like actually not afraid to spill his heart to her because he looked at her as more of a friend and a barber.
Yeah.
And he didn't look at her like, oh, you
like
a
one
woman.
Of the bath girls.
Yeah.
Oh, you bath. Wait.
He didn't look at her like, you know, she was just, oh, you a female cutting hair, you know, that type of thing.
Oh, women can't own businesses. That's the point we need to break. They couldn't own businesses in some way.
And
just
so
like
she
women
wanted
couldn't
on
get
her,
the throne.
Yeah, she wanted to own her own business. But she couldn't own her own business because of that rule, that stupid law they had. I don't know, to make men feel superior.
Symbol, everything the light touches is yours.
I want to hear James Earl Jones say that.
Unless you're a woman. If you're a woman, then nah.
Yeah. Not in Zoom.
But they changed the law, man. Eventually, his oldest daughter does get the throne, and he gets another title, and he runs off with the girl. We should call spoiler alert. But
yeah, sorry. If you hadn't seen the movie, this is a review. Okay, so after all that,
that's the end of the movie.
What would you rate this movie out of 1 through 5? 5 being the best.
1 through 5? 5, I'd give it a 5. I give it a 10.
Compared to the first one?
So you like the first one better?
I did. Me personally, I would probably give it a 3.
Jesus.
Because I don't know, the first one, even though it's a whole different kind of movie, well, it's not totally different.
I'm not that picky.
But I think I came up in a time where
Morgan Freeman's in there.
Yeah, I came up in a time where. Well, I did. Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. When they brought back the rapper twins.
The rapper twins.
Yes, I was like, yo, they brought them back at the end of the movie. That was classic right there.
Okay, but in terms of you giving it a 3. Why 3? Because there's one scene in the movie that covers everybody's negativity where they go, yeah, black people need to stop making sequels.
Yeah, they did say
at that point, you was like, oh, snap. It's like they reading my mind. They just yeah. I'm so sick of you uppity niggas.
Compared to the... Okay, I have to compare it to, like, Best Man Holiday. How they did that, because they...
Oh, I never seen Best Man Holiday, actually.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but after all them years, it was like Best Man Holiday came back and did it right. Even though they, like, ripped my heart out. It was gut-wrenching.
Oh, Jesus.
But Best Man Holiday was perfect writing. This one, I'm not going to say, for it to be so many supposedly funny people. It was a good
movie.
Yeah, it was good, but
it was subtly funny to me.
Yeah, it was, but for it to be so many, I'm talking about comedy greats in there.
People just have high expectations.
It just was not as funny as I thought it should have been. It was like,
but in my defense, I don't think the first one that funny.
Yeah, the first one.
I really don't think Coming to America was funny. I just think it's a good movie.
It wasn't necessarily funny, but like I said, it had a lot of classic lines.
That's because your parents told you it was a classic.
No, they did not. My parents probably didn't even watch Coming to America.
Well, they did leave out 2 characters that everybody wanted to see.
They had Randy Watson. Okay, the one Sexual Chocolate. Come on now. They brought him back. Sexual Chocolate was good.
They didn't bring back.
Who don't sing that line? Who doesn't sing that? I believe that children are our future.
Well, who
teach
you
them
talking
well
about?
And let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. You don't remember that?
From the first one?
Sexual Chocolate from the first one.
Yeah, I don't.
Come on now. And then, oh my gosh. Where... I'm trying to think, like, the Soul Glow. When they sat back on that couch in that doggone Wet Curl Juice was on the dang couch. Come on now. They paid homage to it because they did have the Soul Glow in the barbershop.
Yeah, but I guess his character couldn't come back for the movie.
No, he was useless by then. He wasn't the boyfriend no more.
Also, the sister, the dark skinned sister, couldn't come back. That's what you brought to my attention. They ain't
really need her because that wasn't her family.
They didn't need them.
That wasn't her family. They could have mentioned her.
One of my brother's cousins run off and get married to a princess. Listen, I'm coming.
They could have.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
I'm coming with you.
You right. I would have been in that palace some kind of way. But they could have mentioned her in there. I don't know what happened with her. I don't know if she passed away.
Also, is it McDoodle? Not McDonald's.
McDowell's.
Oh, McDowell. They had
McDowell's in there, and his
ice cream machine works.
Yeah, that's what I was.
That's the biggest difference.
And he had his toppings at the bottom.
His ice cream machine works.
So don't sue him. That's what he said. But I did like a lot of the movie. I just thought, I don't know, it was like some parts that were meant to be funny weren't.
I'm telling you, man, you can't trust black people. You up in niggas, man.
Why you want to say
they covered it. It was like, leave sequels alone. They covered you people.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It just was like a different dynamic. I thought that they were trying to turn this into a comedy. And the first one wasn't necessarily a comedy. It had great lines in it.
But
memorable, legendary
everything
lines.
was just... In 88, everything was different. It was hard for black people to get on TV. It was hard. That was our first time seeing Africa like that.
They was on TV in 88. Don't let him sit there and tell you that.
I think my favorite performance was the cheerleaders.
They had so many different TV shows.
The cheerleaders with the grass skirts.
I bet it was.
I'm saying.
But they had...
And whoever... What's that lady? She a singer, the one the prince was supposed to marry.
Tiana Taylor.
That's Tiana Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, she was working it out. Tiana Taylor, I love her. I love her since Sweet 16. My super Sweet 16 back in the day. But yeah, it was, all in all, I said, compared to other sequels, Bad Boys 2 was off the chain. I mean, Bad Boys 3 was off the chain.
Oh, really?
I love Bad Boys 3. So, compared to Bad Boys 3 and Best Man Holiday, I'm going to have to give Coming to America 2 a 3.
I gave it a 5.
He liked it. He really liked it, but...
And I didn't think I was going to like it.
I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, but I ended up liking it. And... it wasn't horrible like folks were saying, but I did think, I did laugh.
My mother didn't think it was that great though.
I did laugh, so yeah, mom, she got her sheet right to an opinion, but it was like she does. I like your mama. She knows. His mama knows. She has the right to her own opinion. Yeah. She ain't like it. She ain't like it. Mama, hey, you ain't gotta like it. But it was cool.
Alright, that's it. Since we're in 20 minutes, we're gonna find a way to end this.
Okay, well, stick around. We might need to do another review together, though. I might need to get you on the Best Man Holiday.
Sure.
What you think?
Keep me around. We can watch whatever you want to and talk about it.
Okay, we're gonna watch a romantic movie. I'm gonna see in the Best Man Holiday. We gonna cry, cause ain't nothing wrong with a man crying.
Sure.
But Best Man Holiday was a good one. And what was the other one? I said Bad Boys 3. Have you seen that?
I have not.
See, where you been? You been under a rock?
I watch a bunch of Marvel and DC stuff.
He on that Marvel stuff, so it's alright, boo. We'll get you hooked on the Best Man Holiday. We're gonna come back and hopefully be able to do a review on that. And I'm gonna see how your opinion might change or it might stand for Coming to America 2. I'm gonna see if you can see what I'm talking about. Because
your theory is illogical because I would have to remember how the first movie went.
Bad Boys 3 was off the chain. And see, we're gonna have to watch Best Man. We're gonna have to watch the Best Man and the Best Man Holiday.
The Bad Boys soundtrack was good.
I ain't even listen to the soundtrack.
You don't listen to rap.
Yeah, I don't.
Alright.
So, okay, I thought something had moved behind us. The thing fell.
Alright. We're done. At 24. Ready? Comment, like, subscribe. God bless. Y'all go in peace.
I just gotta talk about it 'cause it needs to be talked about. I don't even know why you ain't done it yet. Somebody say something.